Good morning again, everyone, and welcome back to the KSR YouTube channel. You saw the thumbnail, you know what's up. We can finally post our video of the death metal charger upgrade at KSR. And of course, by KSR standards, everything needs a turbo. T-shirt and hoodies available at winwithksr.com. You know, gotta get the ad in. But anyways, we put a turbo 2JZ in the death metal charger. So this video is mostly my behind the scenes stuff. It's not gonna be nearly as polished as the RoadKill thing. Some of you, maybe you don't have the MotorTrend app, which I highly recommend you get because it's totally worth it. $5 a month and there's thousands of hours of automotive programming. So I've got an account for the MotorTrend app. Like I said, it's highly worth it. I can bore my girlfriend to death with hours of motorsports television. Just kidding, she actually likes it with me, which is awesome. Also, while you're here, and now that I snuck in my little merch plug, please subscribe to the channel. We do some cool stuff here at KSR. If you haven't seen the channel before, we got stuff like that. That thing makes like 2,000 horsepower. We got stuff like that. Also twin turbo. That thing makes a lot of horsepower. If you like cool automotive stuff, race cars, racing, all kinds of cool stuff, builds, technical advice, please subscribe to the channel. It should be down, is it down here or is it down there? I think it's down here. Yeah, try that one out. Yeah, I think it's down there. But I know you guys are here for the death metal charger. Let's go ahead and get to the action. Day before RoadKill gets here, me and Tad here at KSR are working to wash this thing up a little bit. Now we're going to be doing a lot of work to this thing for the next couple of days. And somebody took this thing out and found some Georgia clay, it looks like, and packed it slam full of Georgia clay, or whatever clay it is. You can see it's all, I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally packed down in the down there in the doors. So we're gonna try and wash that out, and hopefully, and now that I've never seen this car in person before, but I can see why it packed the doors full, because you guys can see there's the seat right there. So I plan, hopefully if we have some extra time by the end of this deal, we can make some shields to shield the guys from anything that happens in the engine bay that we don't want to get inside the interior. But this was the most shocking part of the dirtiness. It's orange. Yeah, I mean, just packed all up in there. So we're gonna wash her up. right, well, I don't know what I was thinking. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be that involved. But anyways, it's 90 to 95% clean. There's still clay and muck in different places, and start washing part of the interior. I hadn't really planned on pressure washing and wetting the interior, but it happened. But now our parking lot's orange, and Sharpie washed out of the car, so give that back to the guys. But yeah, the parking lot's a little orange, and to keep from dragging that in the shop, I mean, look at some of the clumps that came out.
We're a little orange.
Yeah, we're orange too. Big old giant clump there. Ugh. So we're gonna rinse this off so we don't drag it back inside the shop, because we try to keep a pretty clean shop. Try. All right, so day one of the RoadKill shoot is done. If you guys saw the RoadKill show, you already know what we accomplished, but just figured I'd show you guys a little bit of the aftermath. You can see they have some very professional camera equipment. And yes, we have a 2JZ inside of the Death Metal Charger. And it's, of course, I mean, it's at KSR, so everything needs a turbo. Shirt available at winwithksr.com. Come on, you know I gotta get a merch plug-in every now and then. But we're using this transmission, and you can see it is quite dirty from their adventures in the clay in Georgia. So Jay from Real Street is doctoring up this 2J. That is, so this 2J is a VVTi engine, variable valve timing. Jay's gone through and put all new valve springs in it. And this is one of my spare engines for my SC300 that you guys have seen me run in the Burnout Rivals competitions. I keep one of these around just because, you know, when we were racing the car with Champ Car and renting out seats, if I heard an engine in the car, I needed to be able to put an engine in pretty quickly to make the next event. Well, the last couple of years, I haven't really been racing much Champ Car, even though I want to, but just been so busy. Haven't really had time to do any racing for myself other than the stuff you guys see me doing on the channel. So we'll get back to that eventually, bring you guys along for some of my road racing adventures. But yep, this thing is moving along. Tomorrow's gonna be actually mounting the engine. You can see we just have a board in there right now. And then it's just resting on the firewall in the back. And we may have some problems with the oil pan. We'll know once we get it lifted up. And I believe tomorrow the intake manifold and the turbo manifold are coming in. And so we're gonna put those in there and then fabricate our mounts. Hopefully everything clears these bars because you can see the shocks mount to them. We're hoping that the fab work goes easy. It's a very unique engine swap. So chances are it's not gonna go easy, but stay tuned. We'll see what happens. All right, so middle of day 2 on the Death Metal Charger project. Jay from Real Street got all the new cams installed, the head gaskets on, the head studs, which you can't see any of that from outside of the car, but I promise you it's all in there. See, we've been working on getting all this stuff cleaned up. There's the cams they used in it. Stage 3. Woohoo! So everything is kind of just going crazy everywhere. We got GoPros and all of their big camera equipment is back charging while those guys are out getting some lunch. See, they got some pretty serious camera equipment. Here's some of their pretty serious camera equipment. An extra light panel. I don't know what all that stuff is. It looks cool. Here I am making my stuff with GoPros, and I've got a handheld camera, but it's nothing like what those are. But stay tuned, we'll keep bringing you more behind the scenes of the Death Metal Charger build. All right, everybody, well, y'all rolling?
Yeah.
There's Mike. I don't know if you can see Mike. All right, day 4 has wrapped up on the Charger build. I forgot to video yesterday. We were tired. I was very tired. So I went home, got a good night's sleep last night. But now you can see we've got turbo mounted the radiator. We're still adapting radiator hoses. Most of the wiring harness is done. I've got the surge tank built for the back, and hopefully we're cranking tomorrow and then rolling this thing up onto the dyno. So I'm gonna do some more filming tomorrow. I'm tired again, it's late. Yeah, after 9 o'clock, so we'll see you guys tomorrow, even though it'll be the same video, but. All right, day 5, and we are nearly done. Mike's under the dash working on the throttle pedal. You can see we've got everything plumbed. We did have a little fuel leak we had to deal with, and then we've got our tractor flappers on both the downpipe and the wastegate pipe.
That's all we need to do.
That's right. Y'all are way too fancy. This is the MotorTrend film crew.
Oh, I wish we just felt like
They're very fancy with all their equipment.
Yeah,
You can see all this stuff.
bringing this giant human being to shoot with us.
And I've got GoPro on a stick. Stay tuned, and we're gonna crank this thing up. I think he said floor it. Did not say floor it.
Alright, go ahead.
Real quick, all metal shaving back.
Hey, not for nothing, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, come on! As soon as I vacuum it, I'll yell louder. I was literally like
Bro, you
watching.
hear how fast the thing syncs up?
They cranks quick.
Alright, let me vacuum that up. Then start. I lost the vacuum.
Put your hand over it, pull it out.
No, there's stuff like everywhere. It's gonna get sucked in the motor.
Yeah, but can you really get all the metal shavings out of a car like this?
No, but I'm gonna try.
Go grab that air cleaner. Yeah, that's smarter. Many of us told you this now, but not everybody gets to play the game. They should. Highly recommend. Alright, let's try to put a little pressure. We'll get a little heat in, and I'll let me roll that idle screw in now while it's off.
Tony, you owe me a 10-second car.
Never had.
Open that throttle.
Me? Never had your car.
You can have any beer here tonight, as long as it's a Corona.
Tony, open the throttle.
Not that big fun. I think that transphone, Bluetooth.
What kind of safety thing?
All the dirt is coming through that floor when we drive this car.
Where you can.
It sounds a lot like the Rodson right now, which makes me happy. Let's just hope it's way more reliable than that
Okay.
power crap.
Get that again.
I said it sounds a lot like the Rodson when it's running, which makes me very happy. I just hope it's a lot more reliable than that power crap is.
Okay.
Is that you?
I got you. Better right away.
Rev loader works.
Yeah?
Yep. work that out.
Is there a bleeder on the top of it?
The radiator hose is higher than the radiator cap.
Jack it way up.
Jack it way up.
This is hot.
Dude, it sounds so much better than Rodson.
There you go. I was like, what?
I didn't even know that was a goal, but I just heard it running and I'm like, it sounds like a Rodson. Way better.
Like you
It's like
feel the
those-
body of the car.
Yeah.
These are cool.
It's the perfect engine for this because the V8 is just going to shake the body off this car.
True.
The perfect engine for a lot of chassis.
I mean, look at it.
You can get Kevin to tap off the mounts and just put the air cleaner back on it for the purists.
Yeah.
Back on?
The air cleaner.
Air cleaner on top.
14H one?
Yeah.
The round one?
Oh, that air cleaner.
Screw the carburetor down to the top.
There you go.
Can we jack the nose up and we'll get this worked out so we can go to that up?
Yeah.
Hot. Alright, good.
Yeah, that's hot. right, well, we've wrapped up on the dyno. We made a whopping 519 horsepower just on the wastegate spring, which I think turned out to be about 14 pounds of boost. And I think Jay turned it 7,100 RPM. All in all, seems pretty happy. But the 2JZ68 Charger is about to roll out here and do some burnouts. And yeah, you can see it's gotten late. It's gotten real late. We're all tired. It's Friday, ready to go home, crawl in bed, and recover from a long week. But first, burnouts. How you feeling, Mike?
I was just sitting here thinking, after this week, this is, you know, it's kind of everybody's car now. Anytime you want to borrow death metal,
All right.
you let me know. Two things are going to happen.
Hopefully we're not about to get run over.
We're either going to get run over or the rear end's going to explode. Or we're going to lose a wheel, because those are really, really old Firestone NASCAR wheels that don't have a safety bead on them.
Oh no.
And they're like, yeah, you shouldn't go around corners with these.
Oh wow.
But I think you aired up the tires, so maybe that's fine.
I did air up the rear tires a little bit when we were on the dyno,
Alright,
so.
fine, fine. Promised. Death Metal Charger doing 2JZ Fireball burn. Go for it! But it did lay tracks with both tires for a little while.
You see that brake? That's where I shifted in a second.
You want to go again?
Kind of. I was afraid at first the brakes wouldn't do literally anything.
Ah, you were good.
Yeah. It really wants to get up and go, to be honest.
Dude, when the boost hits,
This thing has some pep, dude. It is wild.
I bet it's a 10-second car and probably pulls the front wheels.
Yeah. Got about 100 grand under the hood of that thing.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Decimating all.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, do it again, dude. Let's go. So violent. The noises are just glorious. It still runs. What do you say? After 10 long years, I can finally say it. This time on RoadKill, it's 2J Day. Woo! This time on RoadKill, it's the Death Metal Charger, a 2JZ engine swap, and all the woo you can handle. Woo!
You cannot see.
What's dragging?
Oh, yeah.
No, something's dragging.
You can't see where the road goes. Near the rear end. The shock, I think. Shock dragging. Oh,
Rear end's fine. This is shock.
shock broke off. Your wheel hop is right out of it.
We
is a terrifying car now.
Like, we win! Oh, it's shocking.
Guess I need
It
to
wasn't
go.
doing much anyway. Nice work, everybody.
All right, well, that's gonna wrap up this kind of behind the scenes video of the roadkill shoot at KSR. I think that was pretty awesome. Appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. I'll see you next time.